You know what sucks aside from Rushvi's sex life and his personality and his personal interaction with other people? Recording a video that's 10 minutes long, uploading it to YouTube, and then realizing because someone tells you that there's no fucking audio. It also sucks that you then come to the realization that that was some of the best fucking shit you've ever said, but it wasn't scripted, so you don't remember anything that you fucking said in the video. That sucks. But nowhere near as much as Rushvi's sex life, his personality, and his interactions with other human beings who aren't actively sucking his dick. Metaphorically and literally. Now, the point of the video is not to bitch about that. This video's about the fact that I'm adding a new group to the long list of people and groups I fucking already hate. If you have followed me for any length of time on this channel, you'll be able to guess some of the groups that I hate. But I'm going to give the people who are new to the channel a primer on the long list of people who I hate. So, here's just a short sample of the long list of people I fucking hate. Juggalos, because they're a waste of fucking space. ICP, because they are the head of that stupid fucking black hole of humanity. Pickup artists, who will get their own fucking video later on. Rushvi and his sycophants, because he's a fucking offshoot of the pickup artist, but he's a fucking metastasizing, cancer on the fucking lungs of life that should be excised, hopefully soon, because he's just that much of a fucking piece of shit, and he's also that poisonous. Anti-vaxxers, people who think that organic's the best fucking thing for everybody ever. The people who are marching against Monsanto and spreading misinformation and shit like that. People who support Bill Maher. And generally, people like Bill Maher. There's a lot of those people in the world. Let's see, who else? The TFLers, the Red Pillars. And if you don't know who the TFLers are, or the Red Pillars, the TFLers are basically the pre-evolved form of the Red Pillars. And the TFLers are just lonely, miserable fucks who couldn't get a prostitute to fuck them. So they blame it all on women, and fuck it is fucking silly. And they are still around. I don't know how active they are, but they're still around there, crying into their Wheaties. And they might get a video down the line. I might do a video about the Red Pill movement as well, because fucking those guys are just sad as shit too. They're so sad they couldn't come up with their own original fucking metaphor for their movement. They had to steal from a fucking movie. The Red Pill and the Blue Pill from The Matrix. What's really funny is that there's some overlap between certain groups. There's a lot of overlap between the new group that I'm gonna mention in this video and white nationalists and pickup artists and red pillars and shit like that. It's basically all linked to the fact that they're all young, angry, white-ish men who kind of think that the world should suck their dick and revolve around them when it actually doesn't. So, I'm sure some of you are going, enough with the fucking, jaw flapping. Who's the new group? Well, the new group is Libertarians. And I'm sure people will go, they aren't already on your list, and no, they weren't. Mainly because they were just a petty annoyance on my Facebook feed. They'd occasionally post stupid shit, because I am friends with a bunch of fucking Libertarians. Accidentally, because I didn't know they were fucking idiots when I added them on Facebook. But it's just fucking... It's reached a tipping point where they just post some stupid shit, and it's just I can't fucking take it. One of my friends shared this from the web page, Anarchast, or whatever the fuck, which is a Facebook group, and it's a picture of a a cashier and a customer, and doing the interaction, it says, your purchase of $19.99 comes to $21.36 after theft. Taxes isn't theft. Even the goddamn founders of this fucking country weren't against taxes. And people say, oh, like Thomas Jefferson was against taxes, and the other founding fathers were against taxes. No, they weren't against taxes. They were against taxing people who couldn't have a fucking voice, except the fact that they didn't realize that black people had a voice and all this other shit. That's a fucking whole nother conversation that I'll probably have to have at some point in the fucking future. But taxes are not theft. It's basically because the people aren't going into your house and stealing shit from you. It's basically saying, this is a transaction, here's a fee on that transaction. That's all it is, essentially. It's not theft. You may see it as theft because your brain isn't getting enough oxygen, but that's your fault, not fucking my fault. And it's not the rest of the fucking world's fault. Fucking anarcho-capitalists are fucking idiots. Like, here's a picture from that same Facebook page, and it's statism. The brilliant idea that we give a small group of people the right to kidnap, steal from, and kill us so that we can be protected from people who kidnap, steal from, and kill us. That... Because your fucking, counter to this is shit. At least statism's been around for a while. Anarcho-capitalism or anarchy or anarchism, whatever the fuck you want to call it, doesn't fucking work. At all. There's never been a good example of it fucking working anywhere ever. Past, present, and it's not going to work in the goddamn future. Statism's practical. Anarchy fucking isn't. At least your definition of anarchy. Fucking... This is another picture. I crossed 90 miles of shark-infested, hurricane-ridden ocean at night on a raft I made out of water bottles to escape free market capitalism. Said no one ever. That's not necessarily true because anarcho-capitalist, policies generally fuck other people in other countries so much that they actually have to flee their fucking home country because the home country's getting fucked by a free market capitalist country. Yeah, free market capitalism leads to sweatshops and other nasty shit. Just saying. It's fucking... So, where's that one thing that I found that is just like, fuck me, it's so stupid. Okay, so these guys promote this fucking idea of anarchy is great, and this is a quote that they put on a fucking pro-anarchist or pro-anarcho-capitalist fucking thing. It says, anarchy is no guarantee that some people won't kill, injure, kidnap, defraud, or steal from others. Government is a guarantee that some will. So, anarchy is no better than statism, essentially, which you're acknowledging. Seriously. You're admitting your idea is shit. It's because statism at least keeps crime down. Anarchy doesn't, or anarcho-capitalism or anarchism, whatever the fuck you want to call it. It doesn't keep things down. It makes things actually worse. It's fucking... Saying people can't survive without government is like saying animals can't survive without farms. You do realize certain animals can't survive outside of farms? Cows are fucking worthless outside of human, and that's the way we raise them. And, people can't survive without... That's actually true, because some people cannot survive without without government. Because the government is what keeps other fucking forces from fucking them over. The social welfare net keeps people from fucking dying because they don't have access to health care and other things. It's a good thing, but I guess you'd argue that it's a bad thing. But you'd also argue that anarcho-capitalism's awesome, or in free market capitalism, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Like, it's great, but it's never really been anywhere ever. It doesn't work very well. Let's see if... Oh, this is a thing. Fucking... They're throwing fucking Morgan Freeman under the bus with this. Let's see if I've got this correct. You believe people can't govern themselves, but you believe some people can govern hundreds of millions of other people. Yes, some people can't govern themselves because they're fucking morons. Like you. You can't govern yourselves because you'd end up starving in a week and then bitching and crying about the fact that you're fucking starving. Whereas other people are actually competent. In this instance, it's not that, people who can't do cry and bitch and moan. Like, you guys aren't in government, so you're bitchy about it. But if we gave you the right, you can't govern yourselves. Like, because if you could govern yourselves, you'd be off in your little fucking enclaves, or, go to some third world shithole where you could buy a bunch of fucking land and, make your world the fucking, your idea has not worked ever anywhere. Like, and you're gonna shit on statism, even though that's the thing that's been around for a while and actually functions properly most of the time. It's like, yeah. Fucking, it's so fucking. Wow, anarchy is all around us. Without it, our world would fall apart. All progress is due to it. All order extends from it. How does that make sense? How does order extend from chaos and anarchy? Because anarchy is the absence of order. How the fuck does order come from anarchy when anarchy's diametrically opposed to order? And all progress is due to it? Yeah, progress is totally due to anarchy. Not, looking at something saying there's a fucking problem and then here's how we fix that problem. That's totally anarchy, not fucking order, right? Fucking morons. Ah, God. Han Solo, pro-gun, anti-government, free market capitalist. Yeah, also is being hunted by a bunch of fucking people. Also a fictional fucking character. Just saying. It's just like, this makes no sense. Government, we need to kidnap, harass, steal from, and kill you so we can protect you from people who want to kidnap, harass, steal from, and kill you. Where's the kidnap? I'm assuming you mean prison, but prison isn't kidnapping. It's you broke a fucking law that affects everybody, so you're going to be put in timeout for a little bit. That's not kidnapping. That's, putting people in fucking timeout who deserve to be in fucking timeout. Like, I don't fucking understand this shit. Your idea is, let's fucking... Your idea is not fucking much better. It's like, we need to protect you from kidnappers, rapists, murderers, and shit like that. But, like, your thing is no guarantee that that shit will stop. In fact, your idea will make that shit happen more. Fucking dipshits. And I love how you fucking... Like, you have to... Firstly, I'm not sure if this is an actual fucking quote from Charlie Chaplin, but you have to quote someone from the fucking, like, silent era fucking movies. Someone who's not fucking alive right fucking now. I'm not even sure this fucking quote's real. And it's like... You know, I support the separation of state and everything. Yeah, you know what? That doesn't fucking work, you dipshit. Nature abhors a vacuum. That's what fucking anarchy is. If nobody's ruling anything, or nobody's governing anything, shit goes sideways. What the fuck do you think? How the fuck do you think ISIL became a fucking thing? Through anarchy. Sometimes anarchy isn't the preferable fucking solution to a problem, if at all. You know? Sometimes, you know, having a country or someone governing is better than having nobody govern anything, because then shit's on fire and then nobody's doing anything to fucking help. You know? Like, anarcho-capitalism or free market capitalism or whatever the fuck, you know, because I'm assuming they're anarcho-capitalists. In your little fucked up brain where the state basically doesn't collect taxes and all the shit, you know, and the government can't punish citizens and shit like that, you'd have like, people would be able to do whatever the fuck they want and get away with it. You know, there'd be nobody to stop the pedophiles. There'd be nobody to stop the fucking murderers or rapists. Because they'd all be, you know, the fucking murderers and rapists would just be doing whatever the fuck they wanted. And, you know, there'd be no fucking infrastructure to fight that shit. Like, that's the world you want to live in. And it doesn't fucking work. You shit on statism, even though statism is the only thing that keeps this fucking thing, this country fucking working properly, or any other country. From fucking that's how the fucking whole system works. You know, it's like, oh, and this is why the video is called "Libertarians Are Shit, Aren't They?" Because they fucking are. Libertarians are shit. They're followers of stupid bullshit. They're randroids. They're fucking, oh my god. I'm done. I'm fucking done. This video is like twice as long as the fucking first video that I recorded for this shit. But I don't fucking care. Ta-ta. And have a wonderful, wonderful day, and fuck libertarians. I can't wait for them to fucking, you know, slap on their fucking keyboards and, you know, sling their stupid ad hominem attacks and shit at me, and their insults and shit at me. Because, you know, you're not having a debate. Fucking, I can't wait for that. Fucking, those fucking Neanderthal-brained fucks to smack, like, just do that on their fucking keyboard until sentences, you know, become a fucking thing. Ta-ta.